The government now plans to register all illegal firearms in the hands of civilians in a move aimed at taming banditry and cattle rustling amongst pastoralist communities. Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Nkaissery says the voluntary program will ensure those in possession of firearms in pastoralist areas are monitored and deterred from engaging in banditry. Nkaissery also disclosed that the government would introduce new laws to make cattle rustling a capital offence.
At the Kikorok Lodge, Masai Mara in Narok County, is where Deputy President William Ruto met with leaders from 14 counties that are predominantly inhabited by pastoralists to find homegrown solutions to perennial conflict over pasture, watering points and livestock theft. Cattle rustling, a cultural practice among pastoralist communities, has now changed face and become commercialized. It has now become a leading source of insecurity among pastoralist communities, leaving death, destruction and displacement in the aftermath. The government has unsuccessfully carried out disarmament exercises to mop up illegal arms. However, illegal guns keep on sneaking through the porous borders from neighboring countries that have been ravaged by conflict. Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Nkaissery now wants to employ a new strategy that he hopes will reduce banditry and cattle rustling among pastoralist communities through voluntary registration of illegal firearms in civilian hands.
We want to register all the guns. If you got a gun, you register. If you don't register a gun, that will be an illegal gun, and therefore later on we will be able to know how many guns are in the civilian hands in this country. And later on, if your community misbehave, then we know where these guns are, and we just come and collect them.
Deputy President William Ruto says cattle rustling and banditry could have been eradicated if leaders demonstrated seriousness in the war against the vice.
Even as we improve what Nkaissery is doing, making sure that we have more men, making sure that we register all the guns, making sure that every step is taken to make sure that we deal with cattle rustling and radicalization. We must have alternative means of livelihood.
We want now you to pick on those morons, quietly train them, let them live among their communities, let them have their animals, but let them now gather intelligence on some of these criminals who don't want us to move forward.
But we want to make cattle rustling a capital offence.
Ruto says the government will soon establish a new department under the Office of the President that will focus solely on the development of marginalized areas. Patrick Amimo, KTN.